this epic Aikido meetup, and I just want to read everybody's name who made this possible. Thank you so much. Thank you for contributing. And the names are Fiona McCauley, thank you very much, Mandy Barber, Tony Trippy, Dave Sylvester, an anonymous, Roman Soloni, Jamie Razor, David Sizka, Robert Slaughter, Zach Smith, Corey Jewell, Ken Takamoto, Alan Payne, Steve Rideout, Brendan Hussey, Jamie Razor, Fiona Kelty, and Genghis Polanco. Thank you so much for everyone who donated, and there were several anonymous donations. Thank you so much. And we look forward to training with all of you soon, I hope. Thank you for making this. Here we are with Corky Quakenbush sensei and Lenny Sly sensei here in Gilbert's, Illinois. And we don't have anything scripted or planned, but we just want to bounce off the conversation that we had this morning. And I have a question, first of all. So when I first started talking with you, I was very interested in your videos, and I said, hey, could I attack you like as hard as I want and you could throw me without hurting me? And you said, well, it depends on what you mean by throw. Do you remember that?
Maybe. That sounds like something I might say.
Okay. So let's talk about the idea of a committed attack. First of all, how do we do a committed attack in an Aikido practice without endangering our partner? Is that even possible?
Well, the way I like to do it, is slow, but with commitment. Okay. That way it's at a safe intensity, right? So no mistakes. If mistakes happen, no one gets injured. But the intention remains consistent with a real attack.
Okay. So can you give me an example of that? Or can I give you an example? Or?
Sure, I'll give you an example.
Okay. You're going to grab me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
See, there's not much intensity.
Right.
Right? If you mess up, it's not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt me.
Yes, but I feel you. I feel your full force. What?
So that can be modulated, right? So I can come in here like this. That's the same intention, with even less intensity. But we'll know if you're going to try to weasel out of it or find a direct way of Aikido happening.
So, in other words, because I feel your intensity fully. Morgan, don't be afraid to speak up.
Okay, he's in the way.
Well, just kind of try to just be aware as we're basically considering this a live video, even though we're not live broadcasting. So we got multiple cameras going on here.
Okay.
So basically,
he wasn't like I couldn't see.
Yeah, it's okay. You can just whisper in his ear and attack it. I feel like it's something that I want to fight against, but at the same time, if I screw up, you're not gonna, you're not gonna kill me.
So I mean, withdraw your key.
Oh,
that's as hard as it gets.
Okay.
So how would you redirect that?
How would I redirect it?
This is an Aikido about redirecting energy. How would you redirect that? 10 count. 10 count. Okay? And then whatever.
Okay, let me try. Tell me if I'm giving you what you gave me.
Well, that's kind of a shieldy kind of thing. Okay. See, there's no energy moving in the center. So let me show you what that feels like. So you can feel pressure on your arm. Now, release the tension in your arm. See how it doesn't get anywhere? Okay. Whereas this, the intensity is less, but withdraw energy from your arm.
Okay, let me see if I can do that. So, withdraw.
Better. But however, if you're moving like this, that's kind of having a moving shield. Right? So move away from it. See, that's not controlling your center. Where this is not controlling our relationship. You move away, I still got your center. I know you're moving away. You feel it.
So where if I 10 count?
Well, I'll come back over here. Where if I'll come back over here.
Okay, isn't this where I do the technique?
You could. You can do it anywhere you want. You can let Aikido unfold anywhere you want. Okay? Now, I'm not doing what a real attack might do. Because I'm giving him an opportunity to work with this one thing.
Yes.
Right? So if he did it wrong, that might happen, right? But I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stay with this so that he can get the feeling of where his energy really is moving. That's a withdrawal of energy, which is going to bring the attack in.
So I'm going to talk about that all the
So
time.
that, what you just did here, feel this. See, if you get this, see how you're doing an Aikido thing, but this is not making you do that. You're going along with me, so you're not even paying attention to me. No, but it's not going to be a head thing. Okay. Right, so let me show you what that feels like. Right? So here, do that kind of thing to me.
Do that same thing.
Yeah. So we're keeping on a relationship with that. What are you doing, man? Now you know that my attack is coming from center because when you do this stuff, my center moves. Do your back and forth thing.
Back and forth?
Yeah, what you just did.
Just try to turn.
No. Like this stuff that you just were doing.
This.
Yeah, see how my center's turning? Now do it. See how my center's not turning? That's because I've isolated to here. Right? If I isolate to here, you can pull your hand away.
Yeah.
Right? But if I keep my intention here, you can maybe pull your hand away, but my energy is still coming into your central core. You follow me? The way I get to this point is by understanding the nature of sphere, what I call sphere energy. Sphere energy is about penetrating the center. A grab would be to penetrate the center and have that energy come rooting back in here. That's a control technique. I mean, a control attack.
Yeah.
Right? A punch, I've got to transmit energy into his central core. If that energy doesn't get transmitted, it's an ineffective attack. The closer it is to the central core, the more effective it's going to be. That's going to have an effect, but it's not going to be as effective as this. So the closest to the central core, the more effective the attack.
Okay.
So to make it safe, even with a strike, I can do this and have that energy go all the way through. It's not this, because then I'm pulling back, right? But I can do it at a safeness so that he can feel what that feels like, and he'll also feel if. So let it come through. That's better, but go ahead and just do this. Yeah, you can feel if I'm resistant, and it has the same effect if I just stood there and took it. You can feel also if I do this, because now I've withdrawn my ki from your attack, which gives you impetus to attack again.
Yeah.
Right? You can also feel if I try to use my chin to counteract that, that would be damaging to myself. And you can also feel that if that puts me in a place where your attack feels like it has to change. Right? So that would be the idea. So as this comes through, yeah. But since you withdrew ki, my instant reaction is to turn and strike again. Because as soon as this happens and you're gone, my sense is that and this is really telling me right where your center is. All the defense, all the shielding tells me right where it's all originating. Right? So here, right here. Where's my center? Yeah, you can feel it. You know where your next strike is going to go. Okay, one more time. Yeah, so now you kind of have to think about it. And I wouldn't be standing here, I'm just standing here for demonstration purposes. If this was a real life thing, this would be, sorry, what happened? So what I was getting at is not so much what that technique is or anything like that, but how to give him something to work with so that he can feel when he tries to deflect that against what I'm doing, resistance, producing resistance. Or if the resistance is in the form of withdrawing energy, resisting his attack by moving out of its range, that'll pull his attack right in. Or whether it's in counter-attacking, which is going to send him into defense mode.
Okay.
Stop his attack.
Well, let's rewind a little bit. Kowski, like how you should do Kowski. Okay? So Kowski. How is that going to work when it's a punch-pull-back scenario?
Well, punch pull back, right?
Because when it's punch pull back, how is that going to work? There's no way that I'm going to be able to do this and be able to turn, because he's going to pivot and punch me again in the face. I get the whole, because you're doing this and following through.
Right.
That's not going to be as honest as if it was just punch right to the face right away. Because that's the intention behind that versus what you're doing to him is this connection, and I get that.
Right.
But the reality is more like that.
Okay. So would you mind if I grab you like I was grabbing you so you can feel what you're talking about?
Sure. Do it on this side because the shoulder's a little messed up. So you're lifting up, I can feel that right away.
Well, it might be, but I could also do something like this.
And I can also do something like that.
Yeah.
So once it gets lifted up,
Right.
I'm going to start to move.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So I can just sit there and be direct. See, what's interesting is you just see what he just said? You see what he just said?
Yeah.
What do you do?
He followed you.
Yeah, by doing that.
Well, of course. Because if I'm sitting energy into your center,
But if
when
you
you
treat-
turn your center.
Do to me what you did to him, so the second that I moved, you adjusted.
Okay.
Okay, so
Well,
the
hang on a
second...
second. Because if I adjust, it's because I'm going to defend myself. That's a withdrawal of the attack.
Okay.
So if I'm going to keep this attack up, I'm going to stay centered on your center.
Which is fine.
Right.
See, then it changed. Look at that, now it's you.
Right. Also attack.
Now what?
Well, are we going to change roles?
Well, it could happen that way.
But anyway, so you
It
get my
happens.
point. And you can see that my attack is creating
Yeah.
the Aikido.
Mm-hmm. So when you start to feel this isn't new to me.
Right.
And what also I feel with this is you feel this. Look, I'll grab you.
Okay.
You feel this intention of lifting up. A lot of tall people do that to me.
Okay.
If you want honest attack, it's that.
Okay,
It's
well,
not lifting up.
Let me change it then. I won't lift up.
It's not lifting up, with all due respect, that's bullshit. That's a cheap shot.
Okay.
Because you're lifting up because I'm shorter. If I was the same height as you, it'd be different. See, now you're cheap shotting me again because now you're holding me down. But that's not what you did to him.
Okay.
You kept it there. So now it's either up or down.
But
What
watch,
is it?
here's the difference. Watch. What you're doing there, I can feel my hand away.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really getting to my center.
I understand that part.
Okay. So if you get to my center, that's still right to there. See, it's stopping.
See, but it's easy. Anybody can grab. Anybody can do that and break the grab.
Right. But did you see how I kept up?
Yeah, but you want to know what happened at that point? You did that. It's going to come through and there comes the reason out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to watch out for it.
Right.
That's
But
what you got to
I'm
watch
getting
out
at,
for.
what I'm
Because if
getting
it was something, Rod, hey, if it was something along the lines of this, if he grabs me, I'm being punched right away. Plain and simple. Because he's going to pull this hand, boom, he's going to punch. Or he's going to cross hand grab and pull this to where I can't defend with this hand
Right.
and get punched. So when he goes to grab me at that point, I'm deflecting on the throw. And I'm not going to give him that chance to do that.
Gotcha.
I'm not going to let him do this and do that.
Right.
I'm not going to let him do that or grab it or feel this to sit there. I'm not going to have enough time to do that. So he just comes and grabs and it's just move. For me, it's just going to be moving. You know, so whatever it takes, if it was a punch, right side, so I got to watch out. So it was a punch side of that. You're already there. Because if it's that punch, that's not real. Even as fast as you can, You know, that's the intensity and the honesty with the attacks that we do. I mean, I get the whole connection thing. I'm no stranger to that. We come from the same organization. Kevin Choate was amazing at doing stuff like that. But we never attacked with intent. But this thing, I get it. I get
Okay,
it.
so can I try something else?
Yeah.
So if I grab over here and I hold your hand out here.
Let me get my key.
Okay.
I typically don't roll up my sleeves.
Gotcha.
Okay? Now what?
Well, then go ahead and do it.
Do whatever?
Yeah.
See, here's the other thing too. This turns into Aikido grappling. This is going to turn into what we were doing in another video.
Okay.
Okay? This is going to be a pressure testing thing because, example, he knows, crossing, close up. He knows to resist. So the second I start to move,
Oh, but hang
I
on a
can-
second. Hang on a
you can
second.
resist
So
it.
let me show you different ways of resisting, okay? Because there's
Towel, right there.
so I can kind of give you an understanding of how I'm projecting ki into your center rather than that kind of resistance, which is
Okay.
resistance to the Aikido,
Okay.
right? Because, hey, we can all resist Aikido just by going, hey, you know.
Well, especially when you know it's coming.
Yeah, exactly.
When you know it's coming, you can resist anything.
Right. So let me do it in a kind of resistant to your Aikido way.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So do technique from this
Yeah.
point? Okay. Yeah, see, this is,
But see, you can
Just
break
like
through
pressure
this
test.
easily, right?
could I break free this easily? With all due respect, that all depends on what do you mean by easily and how do you want me to break
right.
free? Because I can break free and you can walk out with your teeth in your pocket, but I don't want to do that.
Thank you.
That's
I
not the
appreciate
point
that.
here. But I mean, can I break free? Absolutely, I can
Yeah,
break free. I can
okay,
break
great.
free from any of this
So
stuff.
now, but
You
I'm
know,
just
it's
gonna-
easy to do that.
Right. So now,
The
just
connection part of it's different.
Yes.
Okay?
So
But
let
we
me.
don't have a lot of time in the real world to sit there and connect. When somebody's grabbing you, you have to react. If you don't react on that, that starts pummeling me. Because you just pull my arm this way and look at, there's no defense here. I can't sit there and block this.
Right.
Because you just start tattooing the side of my face. So if somebody, say I was sideways to you and you happen to grab my arm, you'd have the back, you can punch me in the back of the head and knock me out. Tristan, you probably know that. How long is it, how quick is it? Get punched in the back of the head.
You wouldn't even feel it.
I'd be out cold.
It'd be out cold.
Sure.
So this is fucking pointless. Kosadori is pointless in this sense because the second he punches me, boom, I'm laying there. All of a sudden, I'm in a puddle because I'm gonna lose it. Yeah, I'm just gonna lose it, and I'm gonna piss all over the place.
Well, this makes it an interesting conversation.
You know what I'm
because-
saying?
Yeah, because the nature of ukemi is really going to make the Aikido.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, I can get that, but when you're doing things slow and deliberate, and this is kind of like touch base on what I was talking about when we were sitting down having a conversation. Because you and I believe you also had the same experience. I had, like when you're a lower rank, Q rank, person, and you're training with somebody that's much higher rank.
Right.
This doesn't work. You can't make it work against somebody like that because they automatically know to resist. Any one of us. I mean, if you watch the pressure testing video that I did with Rod, I pulled off. It was pressure testing. It was the Aiki grappling pressure testing Koltagaishi. How many Koltagaishis I pull off? One. But I got off an Ikkyo, I got off a Tome Nage, which is a judo throw, I got off an Arimi Nage, and I think I got off one other thing. But the goal was to get Koltagaishi. And it was probably one of the worst Koltagaishis I was ever able to pull off because when somebody's resisting you, knowing what you're going to do, and we knew that it was Koltagaishi, you can stop somebody from doing that.
Right.
It's not hard. It's not, and it's still this day, I still understand how Rokas and Nathaniel Chalker were still able to pull off 3 apiece.
Well, at some point, one of them gave in.
Yeah, exactly. And we were going full tilt, full power. And his strength is deceiving. He's incredibly strong. And it was hard to do that. So it's almost kind of like the same thing. I'm not trying to disrespect you. Please don't look at that.
No, I understand.
But it's kind of the same thing. It's like you know exactly where I'm going to move and how I'm going to move. That doesn't give me a fair shake on anything. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, now I got to feel this connection thing. So if I did this to you,
Yeah.
I can do the same thing. Then all we're doing right now is spinning our wheels and we're not making,
Well,
we're
but
not
here's the
making
thing,
progress.
and this is the way I look at it, is that
Okay.
there is an intention in those grabs. And if my intention is to stop your Aikido, it's not really an attack anymore, it's a defense against Aikido. It's
Okay.
a defense against your movement.
Yeah.
So in slow motion, I'm not going to stop you from doing a technique.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to focus on your center. Now, there's plenty of Aikido you can do here. And you can feel it. You can do any technique you want.
Virtually,
And
it depends.
yeah, and I'm going
You
to
just
stay
keep
focused
pushing.
on your center.
Just move.
Right. So you see how my body turned into this kind of ukemi
Yeah,
situation?
exactly.
Yeah. Now, if I take that intention away and I hold this, do the same thing you just did.
Instant resistance.
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
dead.
I get
It's
it.
dead. See, it's dead here. But if I'm sending energy into your center and you can do
You
the
can
same
move.
thing. Yeah.
You can move with that.
Yeah, and I'm ready to take my
But
ukemi.
that's honest.
Yes, exactly.
That's honest.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I can do this with an intensity that's not so fast, but it's still that same intensity. So you can slow it down. You can do it
Yeah,
fast.
I can feel that part of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
right, exactly. So whatever you want to do, you can do to this.
Yeah.
There, you got an Ikkyo going. So if I had resisted that, if I can do the same thing again, then nothing happens to me because I've gone into defense mode.
Well, I'm not going hard. I'm just trying to.
Yeah,
feel
but even
this.
so, you see that the difference is I've gone into defense mode.
But
But if I
okay.
stay here with you, with the intention
Well,
against
yeah,
you,
then you have that. But if you go into defense mode, like you were just doing, I can still get an EQ off of this.
Maybe.
Maybe. I
Yeah.
mean, do you want it to hurt you?
No, but if I'm you, can you do it to yourself?
Do what?
Do it to somebody with your stature and your weightlifting and maybe a
Nico?
weight class bigger than you?
You are bigger than me.
Well, not probably. Anyway,
How much do you weigh?
but what I'm saying is, it's going to be a struggle.
Oh,
It
actually,
isn't
yeah.
as easy. It isn't as easy if I am giving you something to your center.
Yeah.
And there that happens.
That's different though.
Yes,
That's different.
exactly.
Because
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, I get that. I get that whole point of that. But how much time do we actually have to be able to do something like that to somebody with intention on the street? You don't.
Well, you have more time than you think because when I come in this, not in slow motion, I'm going to do it in slow motion, but if I come in here with this, you've got all that time, you've got plenty of time.
I'm
Did you feel that was unrealistic, that I fell down for you?
I don't even know how to. I mean, I barely did anything.
Exactly.
That's why it's bullshit. I barely did any. All I did is move my hand over, and then you fell. I mean, if you come with the same type of intensity, Rod.
Well, I saw Rod go down. Rod, sorry.
So same type of intensity, stronger than that. So if his idea was to stop me with this, okay, me just doing this and him falling, that's, you know what I'm saying?
Right, but he's defending himself now.
Exactly. So if he comes in same intensity, right? Here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which finger's the one that's bad? That one. So I can peel this off. It's fine at that point. You okay? So I won't do the UV on that side, but it's the strength side of it again. So the strength side of this just collapses like what he was just doing. Okay, if I try to do this softly with this ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. Strong again. This isn't gonna work. So if you didn't take Ukemi, what would happen?
That would have been broken.
Well, here's the thing. Did you take Ukemi or did I force you to take
You
Ukemi?
made me take Ukemi.
That's the difference. I can't do this to you. Because I don't want to risk hurting anybody. Especially you. I don't want to risk that.
I appreciate that.
Him is a different story.
But in the same vein,
He's Asian. He has
okay,
9 lives.
in the same vein, you were able to do Aikido with the attack I gave you.
That depends on what you would actually. I mean, the consistency of the attack coming in with not speed but same consistency of power. Yeah, if you can follow along with that, yeah. But the reality is that when somebody grabs you, they don't follow along. They strike right after. I mean, unfortunately, I've been on the receiving end of that numerous
but
times.
look what happened. When I started coming out here,
When you can-
I'm not in range.
Yeah, you are.
Not now.
Right? Yes, you
No.
are.
Well, I
Take a
did
step
the
with
trick.
your left foot. Take a step with your
That's
left foot.
when
You're
I
gonna.
take the step.
You can still be in range because when you grab, okay,
Yeah.
because naturally, because of me being an Aikidoist,
Yeah.
you grab, I'm automatically going to extend. All you need to do is relax, like you were telling Tom to relax. You relax, boom, I walk right into your punch. Because it's a 1-2 thing. It's not a grab, test the waters, and then strike. It's always a grab and a punch. When people, Nick, can I borrow you say? It's like, somebody comes in, and not even so much grabbing, but it's here, boom, boom, and you just start getting pummeled. There's no fucking Aikido technique in the world that's going to defend against that. Bury it, not, because the second that this happens, the punch follows up right away. Sorry, I just know this from life experience. It's impossible. I mean, we could put on headgear, and I can put on MMA gloves, and I could throw a punch at Nick's face, and because Nick has a screw loose, he's going to enjoy getting punched in the face. We know this. He loves being hit. Then he's going to go with the flow of that, but he has headgear on. The second you take gloves off, second you take headgear off, and you feel bone to bone, it's a whole different story. It's a whole different story. The pain is intensified by 100%. He might even get knocked out or a broken nose. And if you're not accustomed to that stuff, people fold. Once a nose gets broke, people usually, they get hit, blood starts happening, they instantly start to bail out of the situation. because they're more concerned about their injury than what's going on. I mean, myself on the other hand, I mean, I've been punched numerous times. I start bleeding, I look at that, and it'll stop. You know,
Gotcha.
I've had my nose broke twice, both by students, which is interesting.
Well, let me understand, because first you said when I came in here like this, that this was realistic enough.
It was realistic enough as the pressure, but the second I start to move, that's where it's not realistic.
Why is it not realistic?
Because no one's gonna be able to adjust that fast in real life.
But you just did. You did before. You did a second ago.
It was different. It's not the same thing. Me going slow and start doing this, and this is easy.
Well, no, this is not the same thing you did before.
Okay, okay, I'm getting confused what we're talking about now.
Okay, when I grabbed you here and I started moving in, and you went into Nikyo right away. See, right there, you turn my center.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, if I go into defense mode, then I'll solidify myself.
Yeah.
But I'm not talking about going into defense mode. I'm talking about keeping my attack up.
Okay.
See, that's my attack into your center still.
Yeah.
This is, for me, why Aikido works, slow or fast. Because you can do what you just did as quickly as you did it slowly. You can do it as fast as you did before when you called bullshit.
Okay.
Right? And I'm saying, if it was bullshit then, it's bullshit now. And does it feel like bullshit now?
Well, that all depends on what you want to call it. This is different, though. This isn't the same
Well,
thing.
it's only because we stopped.
Well,
When
yeah,
I grabbed
but
you
what I'm
before,
saying-
when I grabbed you before,
What
you
I'm saying is, see, this is, I can feel, hand slips off, I can feel that there's
yeah, but that's not
different.
what you did before.
Okay, what did I do before?
What you did before was when I grabbed, you sent the energy right in here,
Okay.
down there. You see?
Yeah.
So when that comes there, that's the Nikyo. That's the one I'm